Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Coach D. Welcome to Real Talk Tuesday. Let me ask you a question. What happens when your confidence is tackled for a loss? Like it's sacked. Like what happens when it takes a for real hit? I'm talking about whether it was the game, whether it was a real injury, or whether it was just pressure from life makes you question if you are built for it, if you still got it. Like what happens in those moments, man? Listen to me. What if I told you the same moment that you started to doubt yourself was the exact moment when your resolve to get back in the fight was being tested? The same exact moment. Man, should I don't know if I should. Right there, that's when you are being tested. And my question to you is, do you have what it takes to make the comeback? This is what I do know, young king. You don't need more hype. You don't need me to come in here and motivate you. That's not what you're in need of. What you are in need of is finding that belief, rediscovering that belief in who you are. That's all you need, man, is that belief in you. And so today, for episode 22, we're going to talk about getting your confidence back. Yep. Because I know more than a lot of people how life can make you second guess, man, who you are and what you're made of. Life has a way of causing you to really question, man, I don't know if I really want to get back in that ring. I don't really know if I want to try that business again. I don't really know, man. I don't really know if I want to take that class again. I don't know if I want to go back to that team. I don't know, man, if I really want to fight for old girl no more, man. I don't know. Life has a way of making you question things. But today, I really want to jump into this with you. And once again, I want to say welcome to Real Talk Tuesday, where young kings learn to lead, to live, and to win with confidence and conviction. And this is a place, man, where we're not going to give you no fluff. We're not going to sugarcoat it. We're going to tell you like a TI is. Once again, I'm Coach D, your #1 leadership development expert, U.S. Marine, devoted, committed family man, husband, father of 5. I couldn't be more excited to be with you tonight, man. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. Salute to everybody that's joining right now. If you're watching a replay, man, salute to you as well. For those that have young kings in your life, young men who are like, man, they really need some wisdom. They really need some guidance right now. You got some homeboys like, man, they really need to be put on game, Coach D. Share this with them like right now. Like don't delay. Like share this with them right now. And I will say this, man, this episode 22, this particular session, this live is brought to you by none other than TFNB, your bank for life here in Waco, Texas, man. I'm super excited to be able to partner with them and to call them huge supporters of what we do. I mean, I'll be honest with you, just like they invest in the future of our community, I want to help you invest in the most important currency you've got. And guess what that is? It's your confidence. Yep, it's your confidence. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it without further ado, man. So when I think about confidence, I think this is important for me to begin to break down what I mean when I say confidence, right? And so understand that confidence is not an ego thing. It's not. I don't want you looking at it, oh, I got to have a certain kind of ego. No, I'm not asking you to have a certain type of ego. Confidence is evidence, though. And I'm going to break it down and help you understand what I mean. But there's one definition I came across, and I'll put it right here for you to see, man. One definition I came across is this: that confidence is the feeling or belief that one can rely on someone or something, Catch the second part. It's a firm trust. That's what confidence is, man. It's a firm trust. I looked at that definition. I'm like, all right, yeah, I like that. That's cool. That's true. But I want to give you a different definition because I believe this one hits different, and it's going to help drive home the point that I want to make tonight. Confidence is a feeling of self-assurance or a state of self-assurance. I like that word better than feeling, because sometimes, man, we depend too much on our feelings, and we making some poor decisions because of it. Right. So I'm going to say, instead of feeling, I'm going to say state. It's a state of self-assurance arising from one's appreciation. Catch these words now. Arising. It comes from a person's appreciation for their own abilities or qualities. Confidence. Do you have it? Confidence, man. Like I'm gonna keep saying it, man, because what I realized is that we have a generation of so many that seem to have confidence. They seem to have courage. They seem to be bold, but they be bold about the wrong stuff. It's like they let this ego like really get a hold of them, and they fronting, they putting on a show for everybody, and so they appear to have confidence. But when things really hit, I'm talking about when life really be life. Now it's like, man, they ain't nowhere to be found. Cause they probably somewhere balled up, curled up like a little old baby, man, like just crying their eyes out. It's like there's no confidence. Or they be the first one to say, nah, man, I'm gonna let you take it, man. No, you go ahead, you go first. Confidence, we gotta have it, man. And I told you guys last week, I said, man, the pain that you're experiencing today is producing the strength you're going to need for tomorrow. So embrace the pain, right? Embrace the pain. But guess what? That pain also produces not just strength, but when you can endure pain, that also builds up your confidence. And that's the part, man, again, we're missing that. And the reason why we're missing it is because we don't want to go through nothing. Don't nobody, I'm not saying that you gotta enjoy going through the craziness, enjoy going through the dark times, enjoy going through the low seasons. I ain't saying that. I'm not saying you gotta enjoy it. I'm saying you got to embrace it. And too many of us, man, we just want to be on easy mode. Y'all know, man. Y'all know, y'all be on that video game, man. And listen, you don't want to stay on easy mode. Some of y'all do. You don't want to stay on easy mode, though. Why? Because you're not going to develop, right? You're going to stay that same person that you were to begin with. You ain't got to change nothing. I can just stay who I am. I can keep thinking the way I keep thinking. I keep moving the way I'm moving, and I'm still going to win. Nope. That's not how life works. Like, you got to allow that. You got to allow yourself to go to the difficult levels. And when you put it on difficult, now you start to build muscles you didn't know you had. One of those muscles being confidence. Now you start to build muscles you really didn't think you had. Being resilience, being perseverance. You not quitting, being relentless. Like, those are the type of muscles that we need to develop. And the way we develop that is by going through some of the craziest of stuff. And so today, young king, again, I want to drive home just one word only. That's confidence. That's what I want you to focus on. Confidence. If you can step to old girl with confidence, she gonna see it. And she might, oh, wait a minute. Like, I ain't lying. Like, I remember, man, my wife now, but my girlfriend back in high school, she slid me a little note at when we were in the library, and it said, man, I got a crush on you. Here's my number. Hey, give me a call, blah, 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 blah. I was like, I bet. I got to talking to her for a little bit. I said, hold on, ain't you dating somebody right now? She said, yeah. I said, well, nah. Say, listen, I ain't trying to holler at you right now because you still with somebody. I said, but whenever y'all do, like break it off and you ain't no more, then let's talk. Man, I promise you, it had to be about 2 weeks, y'all. Maybe I give it 3, maybe 3. 2-3 weeks later, guess what she doing? Hey, we don't go together no more. I went back to the conversation. You know what I'm saying? I went back to the time when we had talked, and I said, "Oh, that's what she's talking about." Okay, I bet. And so, but it was confidence that I had. And even then, even in that relationship, my girl, she was so used to guys like just kind of throwing themselves at her, like trying to spoil her, giving her gifts and this and that. I said, man, listen, I said, I like you and all, but we're gonna have to go half on some of this stuff, man. You trying to go out to eat or whatever, like we gotta go half because I ain't got money like that. I ain't got it, right? But still, the confidence that I had brought in myself and my ability to still be able to bring her something that no other guy had brought, man, she saw that, man. And so I'm saying the confidence is gonna serve you well, not just in relationships, dating. Confidence is gonna serve you well when you're trying to go out for that. Maybe you got to walk on. Maybe you got to walk on, but you come in with that confidence, like, listen, coach, I know I'm walking on. I know you didn't recruit me. I know I didn't come in with no 4-star, 5-star, even 3-star ratings. But man, listen, you're gonna remember me. It's confidence. And what confidence is saying, again, if we go back to that second definition, essentially it's saying that you trust you. It's saying that you trust you. It's a state of self-assurance. Like I'm sure I can get it done. I have no doubts that I can get it done. And that where does that come from? It comes from your appreciation for your own abilities. So now what we got to do when we begin to rebuild this confidence is we got to start to reassess what we possess. We got to take inventory of what's really in us. And you got a lot of good things that's working for you. I know you got sidelined by injury. I get it. I know, man, you got rocked by that upset of a loss. I get it. You got blindsided, man, by something you didn't even know was gonna happen. Some car accident, some just out of the blue, untimely death in the family. You got sidelined. I get it. You wasn't expecting it. And you feel like you don't even deserve it. Like, what did I do to deserve it? I get it. But I want you to understand that that's where you, man, I'm trying to remember the quote right now. But that's where your true, the true you is being revealed, is in those moments, those tough moments, those moments that are heavy. That's when your true character comes out. Like if you that type that, man, you really a punk, like you ain't on that courage stuff. The punk in you is gonna come out. Just keeping it real. Right? You're gonna be that type to be like, man, I don't know. Like I thought it, and you all in your feelings. Shut up. Shut up. I ain't saying don't go through the emotional experience, but I'm saying don't be manipulated by your emotions. You better than that, dog. You're stronger than that. Like you really do got it. Like there's nobody else is better than you at being you. And guess what? The world needs you. When I say the world, I'm talking about your world, your sphere influence, those people around you. You are necessary. And so anytime you don't show up with that confidence and you're not trusting in yourself to be what only who you're the only person that can be, then you're selling not just yourself short, but you're selling other people short. So again, I want you to really catch that piece right there, that it's important, man, for us to begin to really take an inventory of what's in us. What's in you. Man, I'm really compassionate. I have compassion towards people, man. Like I really fool with people, like for real. Like I care for people. Like even people I don't know like that. Like my heart just goes out to them. Man, that's something that you got to appreciate about you. Man, I really do be listening though, man. Like people act like they don't think I be listening, but man, I really do be paying attention. Like I'm an active listener. Man, appreciate that about you. Man, I'm a problem solver, dog. Like people like be coming from here and there. Like it's like everybody be bringing their issues to me, and they be expecting me to help them work through it. I be really be helping them work through it, but I can't seem to help myself work through my own problems. Listen, appreciate the fact that you are a problem solver, because the more you give attention to that, guess what? The more that's going to be that's going to grow, and the more you're going to utilize those things, right? The more you're going to lean into it. And so, again, I'm telling you, if you really want to get to that place where you're building your confidence, begin to take inventory of what's already in you and start to appreciate it. And appreciating and saying, you know what, I'm going to use this. You know what, I'm going to make sure I preserve this, that I take care of this. I really appreciate this thing. And that's all I'm saying, man. You get you a brand new pair of J's if you really on like that shoe fix. You get you a brand new pair of J's, man. Listen, you ain't gonna let nobody just rough them jokers up, just treat them any kind of way. You're not gonna do it. Why? Because you appreciate it, because you value those. And I'm saying the same thing for your abilities. Appreciate them, value them, so much so that you begin to rely on them, you begin to protect them, you begin to preserve it, you begin to use it. All right. There's a quote, man, I came across. This quote right here. And I love this particular quote, and that's why I'm going to share it with you. It says, "You are the only person on earth who can use your ability." Think about it. Think about it this way, man. If you step into a room and there's 100 people in the room, including yourself, so you got 99 other people. You step into that room, you're the only one in that room that has the ability to use your ability. In other words, ain't nobody else in that room that can do what you can do. They may be able to do something similar to what you do, but they can't bring it like you bring it. They don't have a certain flavor that you have, man. And there's somebody in your world that needs for you to continue to bring what only you can bring. And that's why confidence has to be there. You got to get to that place where you really trust yourself. Like, trust, man, that what God put in me, no, it's exactly what I need to get up out this situation. It's exactly what I need to begin to orchestrate this comeback. It's exactly what I need to overcome the lowest points in my life, man, to come out of the darkest places in my life. It's exactly what I need. What's already in me, my abilities, that has to be utilized so I can get up out the situation. And so again, we're talking about comeback. Comeback. I'm reminded, man, of this time, and I shared this, where I got so upset. I was in boot camp. This is the last night, man, night before graduation, last night of boot camp, Marine Corps boot camp. I got so mad at this dude. I'm one of the leaders, man. We have the guide is the person that's over the entire platoon. And then you have each platoon is broken up into 4 squads. And so you got leaders over each one of those squads. We call them squad leaders. I'm a squad leader. And so I've been in this role pretty much the whole time, throughout boot camp. Like, and so people know, okay, that's one of our, that's one of our go-to leaders. When he talks, y'all need to listen. But one dude, man, middle of the night, man, he just talking, he just yapping. I'm like, man, if you don't shut your face, this time I'm talking, I'm like, man, shut up, dude. Like, everybody trying to sleep, you all loud and stuff, man. Stop all that talking, bro. What did he do? Sucked his teeth. I'm like, excuse me? I ain't say excuse me like to him, but in my mind, I'm like, what? I know he didn't just suck his teeth, like whatever. So I lay down and he starts yapping again. Yap, 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 yap. And he loud. I'm like, man, didn't I tell you to shut up, bro? Like, shut up, dude. Before I come over there and shut you up myself. What did he do? Sucked his teeth. Like, whatever. I'm like, what? Listen, this the last night, man. Like, I done put up with you for 13 weeks, bro. Like, I just want to get home to my fiance, man. She pregnant with my daughter. Like, I just want to see her, man. We talking about getting married and going on about our lives, man. That's all I want to do. Yap, 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 yap. He start yapping again, man. I get up. I walk up to the front where he is because he's on duty, right? Like he's supposed to be helping secure the barracks. And anyhow, I walk up to him. I don't say nothing, man. I look him dead in his eyes. Next thing you know it, I'm grabbing him by his throat, and I can feel like the Adam's apple, you know what I'm saying, like moving around in my hand. And I kept squeezing, man, until somebody pulled me off of him. And had they not pulled me off, like chances are that man would have ended up in the hospital for sure, if not dead, because I wasn't going to let him go, not on my own. Well, the very next morning, I go into my drill instructor's office because I'm being called in there. And he's like, hey, Thomas, get in here. I was like, dang, I already know what this is about. I get in there. He said, man, what were you thinking? I said, what you mean? He said, no. He said, you know what I mean? What were you thinking last night? I said, man, old boy wouldn't shut up. And I don't remember his name. I'm trying to remember right now. But anyhow, I said his name. Like, man, so-and-so, like he wouldn't stop talking. I told him to shut up. He said, don't you know how hard you worked these past 13 weeks to earn the title of United States Marine? I was like, yes, sir. He said, don't you know that all that work that you put into it could have been flushed down the toilet because of that dumb mistake you made last night? He said, the good news is he's not looking to press charges on you. He said, that's the good news. So you get to walk across stage today as United States Marine, and that's not going to be stripped from you. You're not going to end up in jail. You're not going to be kicked out of the Marine Corps, none of that. But what if he would have decided to go ahead and press charges? What then? Man, he's talking about feeling like I got kicked, man, in the face. You know what I'm saying? Like just straight kicked in the face. Like it was a horrible feeling that I had. And I felt like a failure because of a mistake that I chose to make. If I had slowed down and really thought through the process before I went up there and started to choke the dude, I would have already been thinking, no, I can't make this move, man. I got too much going on for me. My girl, she done flew in. She pregnant with our baby, like I said. My married mama, my grandmama, man, she done pulled in, and I just want to be here for them. I don't want them to have to come here for nothing because they done arrested me and took me off to jail. Like, I don't want that. But I didn't think it through. But guess what? After having that conversation with my drill instructor, from that point on, I was being more mindful of my moves. I'm not gonna say I didn't blow up on anybody because I had my fair share. Even after that, I was still blowing up on people, but I wasn't so quick to blow up on people. And I got to a point where I started to develop different coping mechanisms when I started to really get angry, where I'll put my hands in my pocket. When people jaw jack, and I keep my hands in my pocket, like, man, now keep your hands in your pocket. Because at least it's going to take you a fraction of a second, you know what I'm saying, to take your hands out your pocket, you know, cock back and then do whatever you're going to do. So that's something I started to really implement. Why am I saying this? Because as I started to practice those things, I started getting confidence in myself again that I can handle the heated conversations. I started to get to a place where I was able to trust myself to handle those difficult moments that otherwise would have caused me just to react. Now I'm in a place where I'm not playing checkers. I'm actually playing chess, man. Like I'm thinking through my moves. I'm considering the consequences. And so as you begin to orchestrate this comeback, young king, as you begin to bounce back from whatever devastating blow you took, I want you now to begin to reflect on what led you to that upset. Like, can you point to one or two or three things that had happened that had they not happened, that upset wouldn't have been? Because maybe there was something in your control, right, that you could have actually controlled and the outcome would have been more desirable. Or maybe just one of those things that you had absolutely no control. I couldn't control COVID, Coach D. I hear you. Like it was because of COVID that I lost my favorite person in the world, my pawpaw. Maybe that's you. It was because of the system didn't want fathers, wasn't supportive of fathers being in the household. So the court ended up putting child support on my pops. It wasn't even my mama. We needed food stamps. When she got food stamps, they automatically filed child support against my dad. And they made it seem like if as long as we went along with them, that we'll be able to get more benefits and all this kind of stuff. But it caused a strain on my relationship with my pops because he wasn't in the house. Like, I don't know. Like, listen, maybe there's some things that you really can't control. That's my point. In those moments, then you can't really point back to, okay, what could you have done differently to get a more desirable outcome? But even then, no matter what happens to you, young king, listen to me. No matter what happens to you, whether it was your fault, whether it was controllable, or whether it wasn't controllable, you still have a responsibility to respond in a way where you don't lose respect for yourself. So, okay, your papa passed away. I got it. There's a strain on your relationship with your pops. I get it. It wasn't your fault. But how do you respond? I've seen way too many of my young kings. They walking around angry. They're pissed at the world because of the stuff they had to go through. It wasn't my fault, and I lost my most favorite person in the world. I lost them. My best friend, I lost them. I couldn't have those relationships with my pops like my homeboys had with theirs, man. And I'm pissed. I'm angry. I'm upset. I want that. But guess what? We have a responsibility to respond in a way where we don't lose respect for ourselves. And you know, like I know, man, if you sit up there throwing this temper tantrum, you act like a daggone 2-year-old, 3-year-old brat because you didn't get your way. Not only are the people that on the outside looking in gonna lose respect, but you, for real, you even gonna lose respect for yourself. And not only do you lose respect, but you lose worth. So now your self-worth starts to go down. And then you get to a point where, man, you don't even value yourself. So now, man, I don't really trust myself to really be the person that deserves, good things to happen to you. I don't know. Maybe that's what you're thinking. And so that confidence goes down. You understand what I'm saying? And so I'm saying at the end of the day, I want for you, for real, man, just take a look back. Just go back. What caused the upset? Could you control it? Yes. Okay. What did you do that where you lost control? This, and this. I got it. Now, what are you going to do differently? Again, how do we get here? How did this upset come to be? Could you control it? No, coach, I couldn't control it. Okay. But how did you respond to it? Did you respond or did you react to it? I reacted. Did you lose respect for yourself? Kind of. Okay. So what can we do next time? Or what can we do right now, rather, to get that respect back for yourself? And I promise you, man, this thing is this a lifelong journey, man. This ain't no, well, while I'm in high school, you know, I got to work on this, and after that, everything gonna be good. Nah, it's a lifelong journey, man. You're gonna have those upsets. You're gonna have those things that bring you to your knees and make you just want to tap out. You're gonna have it, man. That's part of life. But in this moment, man, I want you to work on one thing and one thing only. That's making sure you have confidence in yourself to overcome those things. I don't care how hard it hits. I don't care how much it hurts. Do you have the confidence in yourself to overcome? Do you have the confidence in yourself to actually bounce back, man? Do you have the confidence in yourself to not quit? It takes time, bro. It takes time. All right. Again, you are the only person on earth who can use your ability. Matter of fact, let me put this on the screen for you, man, because I think it's important for you to see this. All right. You are the only person on earth who can use your ability. There's nobody else, man. But you got to have confidence in that. They can't bring what I bring. Little brother, he can't bring what I bring. Like, no disrespect to daddy. Like, I respect him, like, for real. But he can't do it like I do it. Like, he don't add to this family what I add to this family. And he's our leader. Mama, no disrespect. Like, I love her to life. But she don't bring to this family what I bring to this family. Like, I'm necessary. That's my point. The person that they had deemed as captain or may have deemed as being the starter, right? And now you're the backup to the backup. You're like, bro, I know I can throw better than him. I know I can run that offense better than he can. Man, I'm a better shooter than him. How is he the starting shooting guard? I don't get it. My defense is way better. But don't get bitter because of that situation. You just show up with confidence. Show that you are the person that can do something that he can't do. Show you are the better person by what? By your actions. And that's the point I want to get to right here, man. I want to get to the King's Toolbox. So there's 3 practical steps to build confidence. All right, first one is this right here. It's it. This is it right here. You got to take action. Take action. Like, if you really want to build your confidence, other than what I already said to you in terms of looking back at the situation and begin to assess, you know, okay, where did it go wrong? Could I have controlled it? Could I not control it? How did I respond? Did I respond? Did I react? Other than that, as far as building confidence, the next thing I want you to do is begin to take action. Whether you can control it or not, I told you, you got to take action. And the first action you got to take is what? Taking responsibility, like owning up to it. All right. That's the first act you got to do. But then the second act I want you to do is actually implementing something different. What did I tell you? I told you when I had blew up, like, I started choking the dude. What did I do going forward? I started to at least consider the consequences. All right, man, I can choke him this time, but if I do, man, it's a good chance it can happen. Is that the price you want to pay, D? Man, the way I'm feeling right now, yeah, bro, let me go ahead and choke him, right? All right, nah, man, like, truthfully, I don't. I don't want that. All right, so now I'm thinking about the consequences. I'm playing chess and not checkers. Got it. And as time went on, I started to say, let me put my hands in my pocket, man, because I still got that impulsive anger, right? I still got that impulsive rage, right, that comes out if I'm triggered a certain kind of way. Let me put my hands in my pocket, so at least that gives me time to be able to think and to reconsider my actions before I take action. You understand? But I'm taking action is my point. I'm doing something to make sure I have a better outcome than what I had before. But again, if we're going to build up this confidence, that's number one, is to take action. Number two, catch this. Remember yesterday's wins. I know I told you to look back and say, okay, where did they go wrong? I told you that. But also I want you to look back. I'm talking about on a day-to-day basis, on a weekly basis, man. Look back and say, all right, man, throughout this week, what were some wins? This time last year or last year, 10 years ago, man, what were some of the wins? What were some of the hardest things I had to go through last year? How did I make it out of that? Like really begin to take inventory as far as that goes. Because sometimes, man, we be having amnesia, bro. Like for real, like we forget some of the great things that we've done. Because and what makes us forget is the things that we're currently going through. It's so bad right now, bro. I can't win for losing. I can't do nothing right. And that's a lie. And so I need for you to go back and begin to take inventory of yesterday's wins. You remember them times when you had won? You remember when old girl had cheated on you? How did you handle that? Man, listen, I kept my head up, bro. I kept on moving. Like I forgave her and everything. That's a win. You understand? That's a win. You remember that time, man, when you got accused of this and you were wrongly accused? How did you handle yourself? You were advocating, you were speaking up, and you were showing them evidence that, hey, man, you got the wrong one. That ain't me. But you didn't retaliate. That's a win, bro. The time when coach said, nah, man, go sit your butt on that bench. Matter of fact, take your pads off, man, go to the locker room. Usually, you're going to snap back, you're going to disrespect, you're going to cuss them out. But you didn't do that. That's a win, bro. You bit your tongue. Like you kept silent. You just nodded your head. You even threw in a yes, sir. That's a win. I need you to remember those wins. Because now what's going to happen? Every time you remember those wins, all you're doing is building up that confidence. That, man, if I did it then, I can do it now. And if I got through something that hard back then, I can get through something. I can get through what the hardship that I'm going through right now. Remember yesterday's wins. That's number two. All right. So first one, again, take action. Number two is remember yesterday's win. And the third one is this right here. This is probably my favorite, man. Never forget that you are handpicked. And I'm going to slow down because I want you to understand what I'm saying. Never forget that you are handpicked. The God I serve, man, he don't make mistakes, bro. And there's been many a times growing up where I will wonder, man, am I really like a part of this family? Like, is this really my family? Because I look different than a lot of people. Like my siblings, I look different. My dad, I look different. But because the way my daddy had handled me, I was like, nah, that's my pops, like for real, man. But later found out that wasn't really my daddy. Not my biological father, right? But he was my daddy in practice, like in reality for me, he was. But technically speaking, biologically, he wasn't my pops. It was moments like that, man, that as I reflected on it, though, I began to realize, nah, but D, you were handpicked to go through something like that. When I think about my wife even today and how she's dealing with this incurable disorder, as the doctor says, it's incurable. I don't believe it. I believe she's going to be healed. But the doctor says it's incurable. And it's hereditary. Mom, uncles had it. Her two brothers had it or have it. And it's supposed to be passed on to our kids. And so on and so forth. My wife was handpicked to be the one that went through having this disorder. And I was handpicked to be the one to help her navigate through having this disorder, to encourage her, to lift her up. In other words, Not only when we're handpicked, we're not just handpicked, but we're built for that. So anytime you get tested, anytime you catch an L, or you find yourself dealing with some serious disappointment, remember, man, that you're handpicked, like you're handpicked and you're built to go through what you're going through. The reason why the person next to you, the other person on your team ain't going through that, because they ain't built for it. You're built for it. And so now what you have to do as you begin to realize, okay, I'm built for this. If I'm built for it, that means I have what I need in order to overcome this. And so that confidence, it grows, man. It grows when you know you handpicked. It grows when you know you built for it. But you gotta believe that for real, for real. And so tonight, I just want to drop it on your chest, man. Put it on your mind for real that confidence is what you need. You don't need another rah-rah session. You don't need, man, I need some motivation. Nah, man, miss me with that, bro. Like you don't need motivation. You got to start believing in yourself again. You got to start trusting in your abilities again. And know that you're the only one that can use your ability. And your ability is necessary. It's needed badly. Like people around you, they need it badly. They need that love for life, for laughter that you bring. They need that listening ear that you give. They need that wisdom, that helpful advice that only you can give. They need that strong work ethic that you bring. They need that fight, that tenacity. They need that. Like whatever it is you bring, they need those brilliant ideas that you come up with. They need it. They need it, man. And so be confident that what you got is needed, and show up, man, with show up trusting that you're going to be able to provide what's needed in that situation. Anyhow, man, I hope this really helps, Young King. For those that are watching, man, and you like, man, like this is good. Like I really want more. Coach D, talk to me. How can we do? Like how can we connect with you? I'm gonna keep it real simple, man. I'm gonna keep it real simple. I'll bring it back up on the screen. I want for you to just tap in, man. You got the handle right there, whether it's Twitter, X is what they call it now. You know, whether it's IG, you on LinkedIn, man, any one of those platforms. Like connect with me. Connect with me, man. I would love to have a conversation. I would love to be able to guide you in any way I can, to coach you up on whatever I can coach you up on, man. I'm here. Real talk. Real talk. And here pretty soon, what's going to happen, we're going to open up this conference, or open up registration for a conference that's coming up in December. It's called the King Me Conference. I don't care where you are. I don't care if you in Tennessee, if you over there in Washington State, California, New York, like Michigan. It don't matter. North Dakota, like it does not matter where you are. You can be in daggone Ghana. Listen, if you have the resources, the means, man, to make it out to this conference, the King Me Conference, I promise you, it's something you do not want to miss, because you're going to walk in one way and you're going to go out a whole different way, man. Upgraded. We bringing in the kings, the men, the adult men, and we're bringing in the young kings, the young men, right? And we're going to have some open dialogue. You're going to be able to voice, Young King, what's on your heart, man, what's really on your chest, and how can we as the kings be able to help you, man? And then on the flip side, those kings are going to be there, man, to be able to let you know that, hey, I got you for real. Like, I ain't lying, man. Like, I got you. Like, however I can help, I want to help. That's why I'm here. And you're going to see, man, you're going to walk out of it with a real strong support system. And that's the whole goal, man. We're going to break down all kind of stuff, man, from mental health to physical fitness and wellness, to financial empowerment, literacy, leadership, of course. Like, man, we're going to hit on all kind of stuff, relationships, communication. We're hitting on all of it, bro. We are. Why? Because we want you to be the king that you're destined to be, man. And we want you to walk in that with full confidence. All right. And of course, we give away prizes. We gave out some laptops last time. We gave out, I think we gave out, was it a game system? I want to say it was a game system. I know we gave out a motorcycle, a little mini bike. And we gave out 2 scholarships, cash scholarships. Yeah. So, but you got to be there. You got to be there. So we'll definitely be putting a word out there. That's going to be in December 12th and the 13th, right here in Waco, Texas. And we'll be opening up registration here soon. So feel free to jump on board with that. And then the last thing I would say is that, man, if you really want to get more insights as to what it is you can do to level up, grab my book right there, man. You see Today I Win, When Tests Go Beyond the Classroom, grab you a copy. And there's a couple other books that we have. Today We Win, How Real Students Found the Answers to Life's Tests, Volume 1, Volume 2. Check it out, man. And there's another book where a group of fathers got together with me, and it's called When the Walls Speak, Fathers Restoring Generational Confidence. They just giving you game on things they went through, stuff they had to endure, giving you that wisdom, man. So grab that, soak it up for real. But other than that, man, that's my time. Again, I appreciate you tuning in to Real Talk Tuesday, episode 22, where we talked about, man, getting your confidence back for real. You're necessary. I'm gonna say it one more time. You are necessary. And you are a winner, man. You are a winner. But remember, winning is a choice. So whatever you do, do not quit. It's Coach D. I'm out.